So I'll talk about this uses and significance of fossils. Okay, so understanding evolution. So fossils of transitional forms like Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx was actually a um, Jurassic Age bird. Okay, which provide evidence of the evolution of birds from theropod dinosaurs, supporting the theory of evolution by natural selection. If you want to see Archaeopteryx, I'll show you. So you must have seen this fossil everywhere in many a books. This is what an Archaeopteryx look like. Just a minute. Okay, so this is an Archaeopteryx. Okay, Archaeopteryx fossil. Okay, okay. So the fossils of transitional forms like Archaeopteryx provide evidence of the evolution of the birds from theropod dinosaurs, supporting the theory of evolution by natural selection. So actually, theropods were what? Theropods were the a class of dinosaur, you can say. Okay, theropods, dinosaurs. Then we have the paleo environmental reconstruction. So we have already discussed about this, like fossil pollen and plant remains from geological periods help reconstruct past climates and vegetation patterns such as during the ice ages. Then we have biostratigraphy. So ammonite fossils are widely used as index fossils for dating and correlating rock layers, stratigraphy in the Mesozoic era, aiding in geological mapping. Okay, so biostratigraphy is similar to like lithostratigraphy. In lithostratigraphy, we use rock types to define different layers of time, whereas in biostratigraphy, we use fossils uh, to understand the different or to separate out, classify uh, different areas or different rock formations on the basis of fossils and according to the time period. Okay, so biostratigraphy is part of stratigraphy where we only use fossils, we do not use lithological units or rocks. Okay, then medical and biological research. So comparative studies of fossil hominins like Australopithecus and Homo erectus were with modern human help to understand the human evolution and adaptations. So we'll talk about the evolution of humans in later classes. Okay, I'll just take a note of biostratigraphy. Okay, then we have the medical and biological research. So comparative studies of fossils, hominins like Australopithecus. So this was done. Okay. Then we have the conservation and biodiversity. So fossil records of extinct species like the dodo bird, okay, or Raphus cucullatus provide insight into past biodiversity and extinction process, informing conservation efforts today. Then resource exploration. So fossilized remains of ancient marine organisms such as foraminifera, diatoms. So we'll talk about all these things. These are actually microfossils, which help locate petroleum and natural gas deposits in sedimentary rocks. In the previous class also, we have talked about that many fossils, many especially the microfossil assemblages of different rock types helps us to identify the past environment in which those rocks were laid down and gives us a lot of idea about the prospect of petroleum and natural gas. Okay, then we have the okay, so this was done. So study of paleoclimate. So coral fossils, okay, reveal that ocean began warming more than 100 years ago, much earlier than previously believed. Okay, so corals fossils that were preserved at that time depends on temperature. Different categories of corals actually found, and on the basis of that we can understand the past climate. Then reconstruction of paleogeography. So dry thorn forests of Gujarat were rich in rainforest about 55 million years ago, proved by wood fossils. So you can see now Gujarat is a dry area, okay, semi-arid area, but like 55 million years ago, it was actually rich in rainforest areas. So you can understand that by reconstruction of paleogeography. Then climate change studies. So isotopic analysis of fossilized planktonic foraminiferal shells reveals past ocean temperature and carbon dioxide levels, aiding in understanding natural climate variability and current climate change trends. Okay, so I can just give you one example of my own experience reconstruction of paleogeography. So you can find that there is a area called Ler. I'm sharing it with you. Just wait a minute. So the area is called Ler in Gujarat. So I found ammonite fossils there, but that was a a dry area, very dry area with some mounds here and there like this. And we have found, so there was two mounds there, and we have found in this area some ammonite fossils. Ammonite fossils actually look like this. Okay, so these fossils actually marine fossils, but वहां पर दूर दूर तक कोई भी ocean नहीं था, right? Because it was totally dry. It was a dry area, or like semi-arid area with thorns and bushes and some cactus, and all those areas where all that kind of plants were there. And so many kilometers also there were no oceans, but ammonite was found. Ammonite are mostly marine organisms, and so that means that suggests that at that part was totally covered by ocean at some point of time, where ammonites used to live there, and it was totally marine area, but now it is a completely semi-arid dry area. Okay. Okay, then we have oceanography and paleoceanography. So microfossils like planktonic foraminifera and diatoms contribute to understanding the ocean circulation pattern, productivity cycles, and past marine environments. So all these things. So for foraminifera and diatoms. So foraminifera is a microfossil. Diatom is also a microfossil. We'll talk about this in the next page. And so foraminifera is one of the most important microfossils that are studied today. Uh, um, and because there's a huge amount of applications that there are foraminifera. So while studying microfossils, you should focus mostly on foraminifera. Okay, others are also important, but foraminifera is the most important one. Okay, the understanding ocean circulation pattern. So we get to understand the ocean circulation pattern, productivity cycles, and past marine environments. Okay, this was the uses and significance of fossils. If you are given questions about this, okay, out of this 10 points, you can select any 5 or 6 points, and you can also elaborate those things, and can also share some more details and some more pictures, okay, if possible.